What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Thursday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt. To follow me on Twitter, this podcast is being sponsored by our friends at OmahaSteaks.com. They are changing the offer. So if you want this, the anniversary sale is about to end. If you want to jump on in, it's up to 50% off right now at OmahaSteaks.com with the promo code JUICE in the search bar. Fillets, steak, Franks, and they're giving you 8 free Omaha steak burgers, 8 free jumbo Franks with the code JUICE right now at OmahaSteaks.com during their anniversary sale. Go check them out. Go take advantage of those offers with the code JUICE in the search bar. Okay, so it's been not a good run. It's 4 days in a row. We're cold, officially. This is when, if you guys want to fade my plays, you can go ahead and fade my plays, okay? This is part of it, okay? One of the things that's always very interesting whenever I go through one of these cold snaps is that people start throwing labels and names and insults and things. I get it. I signed up for this. But it's a good lesson because transparency means honesty. And honesty means we don't win all the time. We don't win every month. We don't win every week. We have bad weeks. We have bad months. Some people have bad years. It's really possible. This podcast is still profitable since I've come back, but we're in a little bit of a rut. Actually, I don't know where we are. It's a good question to see where. So we're up, about 13 units since I've come back. So it's profitable. Okay, we're winning. Right now, we're not. So if you want to fade, I don't get angry. Just don't be mean about it. Just say, hey, I couldn't tell you, Matt. Sorry. Your bets have been bad this week. I went against you. I went 2-1. Awesome. I went 1-2. I'm down. You're up. No problem. I do 3 for that very reason. 3 picks is kind of where I've settled into. 3 picks a night, sometimes 4, but mostly 3. And it just works. Now, on a college football Saturday, we'll have 6. On an NFL Sunday, we could have 4 props and 5 bets, okay? It's just the different type of betting and different type of intensity, options, and whatnot, okay? So we're down about 2.6 units for the week. Okay, plenty of time to have a winning week. Had a winning week last week. Plenty of time to have another one. So we just got to get back on the horse here and keep riding, okay? Speaking of getting back on the horse, that's where we're going with the first pick. This one might be a little bit nasty. By the time you guys get up, my gut tells me you're going to get a better number than what I got. But there is a thing called the Vegas flu. When teams stay here in Vegas, it's been pretty well documented that when they come here, and it happens with hockey, really the only sport, but a little bit with football with the Raiders and a little bit with football with the UNLV Rebels. But the longer you stay in Vegas, the harder it is for teams to focus. The more likely it is that the team goes out and parties. The more likely that the teams go out and have a good old time and aren't thinking about winning basketball games. The New York Liberty just won the Commissioner's Cup. They got extra $5,000 in their pocket for winning that championship, and now they play a Vegas team who is going to be very angry. Vegas is favored by 6 points, which is a half a point down what we saw on Tuesday night when Vegas got crushed. I don't want to touch a total or a team total here, okay? I don't know how the game goes, to be quite honest. Liberty are really good defensively, could be a grinder. You may want to take, if you want to say, Matt, you're ice cold, I'm taking 6.5. Because 6.5 is widely available right now. At DraftKings, you can get Vegas -6. You might get 5.5. You might get 5. The move is on the Liberty, okay? The dog is getting the money. I just think Vegas at home, they've been sitting and stewing. They've been whipped by this team 2 times in a row. I think this is going to be an angry Aces team. I think you can lay the first half number, 3.5. Not out at the moment, but tomorrow or today, when you guys are listening and watching, you might be able to jump on it. For the official play, I think Asia Wilson, I think Vegas, I think they win and they cover. -6, Vegas to win and to get some revenge here against the New York Liberty, who have beaten them down the last 2 games. We're going against the trends here. We're going against the world. Vegas, -6 for 1.1 units at -110. That's available at DraftKings. Speaking of going up against the world, man, I can't believe I'm going to do this. But I was doing Sports Grid, and my partner on that show, a guy named Mark Zinno, talked me into this, and I think this is the right side. The Dodgers have won 10 games in a row, but Lance Lynn is starting tonight. Lance Lynn's not very good. We've got Burns going for Milwaukee. He is very good. He needs a W in a really, really bad way. He needs a W. Milwaukee needs a W. This is going to be a play that everyone's going to go against because everyone's going to bet the streak. And I don't mind it because I'm going to try to go first 5. I'm not going to come in and try to get involved too heavily here and say, all right, get with their bullpens. I just want to get into with the starting pitchers. And Lance Lynn, it's 9-9 with a 5.88 ERA up against Corbin Burns. Lance Lynn, since coming over with the trade from Chicago, he's given up 3, 1, and he was pretty good in his last start. He gave up 0 earned runs. That was against Colorado, though. But 6 innings of only 1 earned run, not bad. First start, 7 innings, 3 earned runs given up here. He's won all 3 starts, 7-3, 8-2, 6-1. He's been hot. Dodgers have been hot. This is a bigger game for the Brewers because the Cubs are on the rise. The Cubs had a walk-off 3-run home run. Corbin Burns, 9-6 with a 3.60 ERA on the road. He's 5-3 with a 3.35 ERA, opposing batting average of 191. Okay, the money line is plus money. Money line first 5 is plus money. I'm going to take the first 5 money line. If it's tied after 5, we push. Okay, need a good outing for Corbin Burns. Okay, but 2-0, 2-1. The under is a decent play in this game as well. But I'm going to go first 5 money line at plus 115 for the Brewers to be leading after 5. The Dodgers very well might come from behind on the bullpen of the Brewers and win this game to win 11. But I think the Brewers at plus money at plus 115, not a bad play. 1 unit, Brewers, first 5. Corbin Burns up against Lance Lynn. He's due for a bad start. Dodgers bats are due to cool off here. Burns and the Brewers, money line, not run line, money line. First 5, that would get us a push if it's tied after 5. And lastly, we are going to the Mets and the Cardinals. Did you know? So far this season, the Cardinals at home are 32-26-1 to the over. The Mets on the road, not great, but not horrible. 31-29-2. They are an over team on the road for the most part this season, but it's the starting pitching that really gets us going here, and their bullpens for that matter. Total is 10.5. The Cardinals are throwing Adam Wainwright, who has an ERA of 8.78, up against Jose Quintana, who's 0-4 with a 3.03 ERA. At home, Adam Wainwright has a ridiculous 9.26 ERA. He's 1-5 on the year with an opposing batting average of 389. Whoa. 36 earned runs in 35 innings worth of work. He's just pitching out the contract. This will be his last year in the bigs. Jose Quintana for the Mets hasn't been much better, to be quite honest. He's 0-4 with a 3.03 ERA. Quintana on the road as a 3.38 ERA, 0-2, opposing batting average of 261, 18 hits in 18 innings, 8 runs, 7 earned given up in 18 innings worth of work. He was decent and has been somewhat decent over the last 2 starts. 3, 2, and 1 earned runs over his last 3 starts, but he's 0-4. And as I mentioned, opposing batting average, he lost 6-0, 2-0, and 7-6 because the bullpen is not very good for the New York Mets. Total is 10.5. Expect the Cardinals to score a bunch. Expect the Mets to score a bunch. I'm going over 10.5. I know it's a little bit high, but I'm betting over 10.5 here in this one just because I don't think either team's going to slow anyone down. It's juiced to the under at FanDuel. We get minus 104 odds, which I like. Over 10.5, Mets and the Cardinals here at 1.04 units down. All right, 3 bets going for us here on a Thursday. If we go 3-0 and win all 3, we have some plus money coming back, so we would do well there. But We'll be positive into the black for the week if we can pull it off. Win a unit here, we'll cut the deficit nearly in half, and we'll be heading towards the weekend with a chance to have a winning week. So hopefully a 2-1 mark, 3-0 hopefully as well. Over 10.5, -104, Mets and the Cardinals. We are going the Vegas Aces at -6 at -110, 1.1 units there. And the Brewers' first 5 money line, late game at the LA Dodgers at +115. We're going to go against everybody with the trend there for that. If I add anything, we'll go to the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat to join for free. The first half under for Thursday Night Football may not be a bad play, but I'm 0-3 betting sides and totals in the preseason. So I'm going to stay away officially from that a little bit. I'm going to do my own little bit of research here on Thursday and Friday. Maybe on Saturday we'll come back with an official play. But if I was going to play something in that game, first half under would be a decent play between the Browns and the Eagles. Total is 37-ish. So we probably, let's see, right now the total is now, let me see here, preseason. For the game, it's 38 now at DraftKings. We'll probably get a 20 maybe in the first half. So under first half is probably a decent play, but I want to watch that game, watch some games on Friday, and then see what we do coming in on Saturday because we've got a bunch of games, Patriots and the Packers and the Chiefs and the Cardinals and Raiders and the Rams and Seahawks, Cowboys and whatnot. Monday night is Ravens against the Commanders. You already know what we're all betting. We're going to lay the 3 there with the Ravens at the Commanders for the second preseason game. So, my name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me on socials at Sports Talk Matt each and every morning. The Daily Juice Podcast, always being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.